Here comes round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. That uppercut misses. Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Caution being thrown to the wind. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good job. Basic. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't lose the fight.
And he's going to be confident now. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out, first minute, stick around the jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away.
He's ready to go. He's got to be smart.
The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round.
Let's do it.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Not a lot of defense here at all. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Looking to land the hook. That hook won't score. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Juan Manuel Marquez, 170 centimeters tall with an identical 170 centimeters reach. And he'll be facing King Ryan Garcia, weighed in at 61 kilos, bang on. He's 178 centimeters tall with a reach also of 178 centimeters.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Juan Manuel Marquez, one of the greatest fighters Mexico has ever produced, a world champion in 4 weight classes, and held 9 major world titles from featherweight to light welterweight. King Ryan Garcia.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame 4-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place.
All right.
You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home. You've got everything on a plate.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That one will count. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And a nice left hook. That counter shot lands. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that hook won't score. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance without a doubt.
Great round. Great round.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice exchanges from both. Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Complete.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Marquez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
God, it was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
Come out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
In the same league as him. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and get back out there and win the round. I need to go back out there and I need to win this round. Get your mind back.
Those 1-2 straights down the middle, can't miss him. Great works.
Get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win the...
Just stay focused.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Nice counter punch right up the middle. It's all offense all the time. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flat, and the kid goes down. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Started out Garcia in that last round. Boy, this... On to the 4th we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These punches coming from every angle. one a knockout, you can tell. That left hook missed. Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nobody home with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Did you see that? Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. Perfect counter shot. The jab not finding its target. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. That was the moment.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Let's talk about Marquez. And there's the bell to start round 6. Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. That hook was off target. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those cut areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Trying to land that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That left uppercut doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. As bad as And there's the bell for round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? Big shot, and down goes Garcia. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. Regis Prograde, 173 centimeters tall. His reach is 170 centimeters. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters.
Yeah, if you've got a brawl that's in front of you, that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure. Don't get stuck in the corner, because if you do, you're out of there.
Regis Prograde, you're looking at one of the most exciting fighters in the division, the former super lightweight champion of the world.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, hailing from New Orleans in Louisiana, introducing the junior welterweight champion of the world, known as Rougarou, Regis Prograde. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Which fighter will say no mas? This is a high-octane battle. The crowd has settled into their seats. They are ready to see something special at this amazing venue.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Big whiff with the right hook. That jab misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About Regis Prograde in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter... And there's the bell to start round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Couldn't land that jab. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You've got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That uppercut misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Nice counter.
All right, good thanks, man. Hey, bro, appreciate you, man.
Good thing it didn't land. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Here, Johnny, and Regis Prograis in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
I usually play a Regis Prograis, man, but I kind of like him. Too slow. Fuck.
Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you just seen the sun.
I was number fucking top 200, bro. I was top 200.
There's the bell to start round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure
he was
he
number
doesn't
one
put it on him.
for the
That's what he's
club,
going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
By the way, the connect percentages, and Regis Prograis just got knocked down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him
My
out.
connect more. What the fuck? Wow, Mr. Really the character you choose sometimes.
1, 2, 3.
It's a called Moss
Can you
Plus.
continue?
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
And he misses with that straight left. Failing to score with that right hook. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. We wanted action, and they are delivering. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That counter shot lands. Jab misses. Best rounds I've seen this year. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Let's start the 6th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at him. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you on the gun. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Good counter punching. A big whiff with the right hook. Don't want to go tit for tat there in this fight. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Prograis just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go in this round. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
I got knuckles. That's all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one.
Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. It's not over till it's... And there's the bell for round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That jab doesn't find a home. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Missing with that jab. Oh, Prograis just got rocked. Right back into the fray. Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Crawford's legs are all over the place. It somehow weathered the storm.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Regis Prograis in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is...
And there's the bell for round 8. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A lot of effort being exerted here. That hook was off target. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Terrence Crawford just got rocked. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a...
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here is the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Sergio Maravilla Martinez, weighed in at 160 pounds. He's 5 foot 8 inches tall and has a reach of almost 73 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion. Sergio Maravilla Martinez. This future Hall of Famer who fights out of Buenos Aires, Argentina, has traveled the world over to ply his trade.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing.
So much hype, sir. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They are not going to let this one go to the judges. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
He missed with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter. He misses with that straight left. Misses with the straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering. What do we expect to see here in round 2? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see. There's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Exchange punches. That counter shot lands. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. How about Alvarez in that last round? The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
But Bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Back out there and win.
Wait. I love that. I love that. That chap's slick.
There's the bell to start round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both men step back for just a moment. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Do you believe what we're seeing? We both know who the bigger power puncher is. Did you see that? We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Which one of these athletes? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Down goes Sergio Martinez. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Right there, I'm happy. Good man. Just
Go out there, you win this next round for me, kid. You've been coasted.
smart. Jab's working nice. Got 1, 2 straight.
Calm. Go out, first minute, stick it on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence.
Doing, the gaps will appear and he'll start tiring out.
What you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
To landing the power shots. Correct. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Don't win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
The right hook misses. The right hook misses. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
We wanted action, and they are pulling right there. Sergio Martinez is down on the canvas. Is he going to be able to make it back up? What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round.
What are you doing?
There's the bell for round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Back Back and forth they go. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Looking to land the hook. Back and forth thing. Did you see that? Sergio Martinez is dazed. Maravilla is flat on his back. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Even I've got... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
The Argentine, Martinez, is down. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay? Blow, and Saul is down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes. Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you continue?
Who's got the advantage here after both men tasted the kick? And they're back at it again here in round 8. We had not one but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamorweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, my word, Canelo just got clipped. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Sergio Martinez is rocked. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch. Did you see that? Maravilla in some trouble here. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods. Took him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one...
During the present time, and you will experience this work. During the next period, he may work in someone else, in which case you must haste to follow. The more closely you follow the present light, the more your light can grow. No matter what manner of person someone is, if the Holy Spirit works in them, then you must follow. Take in their experiences through your own, and you will receive even higher things. In so doing, you will progress more quickly. This is the path of perfection,
Mommy.
by which
Ma.
light